Hello everyone, and welcome back to another live stream where we're going to be playing some more Scrap Mechanic. We are all set up and ready to go today. Bananas in chat, thank you everyone for letting me know. Appreciate it. And there we go, got the music by Bio in the background, which is all good. Benefit says, he's alive! Yes, I'm alive. And the pre-stream song today was John Miles with music. If you enjoyed it, go check it out, write it down. Or put it into your phone, because we're living in the future and people don't have pens and paper anymore, of course. Right, let's go load up our base. We're going to do some amazing stuff today. The Scrap Mechanic people released a new trailer, and in it, they had like a solution to a kind of problem/project that I wanted to do and couldn't figure out. And the solution was kind of like, duh. But yeah, we're going to build like a monorail. So, if you didn't see today's video, this is my warehouse that I'm going to be building. And why is that on? Oh yes, because the door is open over there. Look, we have a little door. Secret door, don't tell anyone. Yeah, and I messed around with this a little bit as well. Just made it a little bit slower. So that's cool. And just decorated the warehouse a little bit. So let's roam around. Jackster says X. It says X on Hermitcraft. Should you fix it? Nope. That is the Hermitcraft streaming group, and that's what we're streaming on. If you click on it, you'll find all the other hermits as well, including Hypno, who's watching at the moment. So, do you know what? Adding a few little boxes around the place brings a lot of life to this. There's also a random sink. It's not so random actually, because there's a pipe connected to it. And this is the back wall. The roof of the place is going to be somewhere around that height. But I haven't started too much work on that yet. At the moment I've been focusing just on the little bits that you can see. I've built a sort of raised up area. This is going to be our test area over here. And I got sent some designs earlier. And the name won't come back to me. I tried to memorize their name and I was like, I knew I'd forget that. So this is one design they suggested for a piston. And it's not quite flat. If you look, it gets raised up at the end a little bit. But it has potential. It might be possible to find the correct angle there. In fact, as I say, it almost looks like the first one should maybe go 75 back. Let's see what that does. Okay, never mind. It was pretty good. We'll leave it alone. Cool. Alright, and then this one over here is one that actually works. This is a smaller piston that pushes in a straight line. How cool is that? Neither of these things we're going to be needing in today's stream though, because what we're going to be building is some sort of monorail, and the place I want to build it is actually out the back here. I think I might remove this door and just leave it open. I reckon it would be nicer if you just walked into this open space. But somewhere out the back here I want to build the first part of our monorail, which is going to be in this space over here. This is going to be a station to leave, and yeah, and I've just got some really cool stuff to show you with this. Right, does that actually build the blocks in the back there? I don't like the idea of them being like hidden behind there, so we won't mess with that too much. That does also mean that we've got limited space here. Right, we're going to have to build it so it goes out. Now, if we look at that, right, that's that corner. There's probably a tiny bit more space on this side. We need to build it so our monorail goes out in this direction. But we'll build the monorail first of all, because that'll be exciting. Eagle says, thank you, you tried to build my contraption. Which one is that, Eagle? Right, we are going to grab the lift. The lift is actually on the side, isn't it? This thing is going to need wheels, which means it will need pivots. We're going to need a driver's seat. And we're going to need a whole bunch of things. I cannot wait to get going here. What is he building, says Willem Mumbo fan. We are building the monorail. Oh, we need some monorail tracks. I haven't decided what I want to build them out of. I think it's probably going to be a case of this one here and that one there. are going to be our monorail tracks. So we will start off putting the lift down and putting our basic blocks in place. We're going to have our wheels above the and on alongside the monorail tracks. Right. So our monorail is going to be separate from this. It's going to be a different structure. And we're going to leave a gap of 1 in between where these things are. And we'll come up to about this height here. Right, let's have a look. Yep, that's going to be more than an... Actually, no, it probably needs to be 1 more block. Cool, right. That's perfect. These are our monorail tracks. And we're going to build the car on top of it. Okay, then at the end here, we also want to do a little bit of a test and see if we can make it go up a slope. Oh, they have little marks on the back. Didn't know that. They're probably going to be really annoying to build wherever we can. So the monorail's like first test is basically, can it go up a slope? This is going to be slow. So we'll do that for now. Can it go up a slope? Can it go in a straight line? Later on we'll focus on getting it to go around corners, which is actually going to be really simple. Bam, so that's our monorail track right there. We can make it look a little bit prettier later on. Skeletoon says mono with 2 rails. You have a really good point there. You have a very good point. Okay, let's do it with 1 rail. I guess I was thinking monorail for it being, you know, a car on a track, but you're totally right. Mono is 1. I don't know if there's a good reason to do it with 2, other than that's what they did in their video. So, well, we'll just go ahead with it like this then. Alright. So, we're now actually building a monorail. Thank you for correcting me there. We were about to do a duo rail, but monorails are more fun. Okay, and we need to get a wheel. Is that the big wheel? That looks like the big wheel. We want the small wheel. We need to get a wheel on the top and on the side. And I think we're going to do that twice over. So 6 wheels in total. Sounds good. Right. We do just have to build this thing up as we go. I don't have the master plan yet. So wheel number 1 can go there. And I think we should aim... We should aim to make this thing big-ish, but not too big. And just thinking about it in my head, I don't think we're going to run into too many issues as long as we don't have parts of the vehicle that go close to the wheels. That'll not really make too much sense. If you picture it going up, whatever's at the back here, if it's close to the wheel, it's going to tilt down and hit this. So that's the thing to keep in mind. Also, I've managed to successfully build that out of the wrong material. We're probably not going to have any concrete in our vehicle, so we'll take that one out so we don't do that again. There we go, on the sides, put the wheel there as well. And then bring it back to the next one. Bam, small gap in between. I think that's good enough for our needs. And now we need to build a frame that goes over the top. This is what the car on top will be attached to. There we go, that's good. Do the same thing on this side. Eagle's on about the piston you tweeted, says make it rain. Eagle, yes, that was you tweeting the piston. Yeah, this one might work with some different measurements in this box. But yes, this one here definitely did work. So Eagle tweeted me some graph paper he drew some designs on, which was pretty cool. Make a tea machine, says Genesis. Nice idea. There is tea in here. At one point I want to build like a truck with a crane attached to it so we can go around the warehouse and pick things up and put them down again. But there we go. That's going to be... Right, that's one part of what we're doing here. The next part, I think, will be to put a block here and here. And then bearings on the bottom and a wheel there. So that's going to sort of clip it and keep it in place. And I think that's pretty much it. So that at back and front as well. And we built our little buggy to move us along. Now this, I think, could be easily modified if you take some of the wheels off the side and reattach them or something along those lines. But you always have to be careful doing that stuff. Except now we have to be super careful because we still want it to be attached to the lift at this point. So we will not do that. Bam. Okay, right, now that means that we can remove some of this stuff that isn't necessary. Okay, and then put our bearing and wheel. So the drive is going to come from the wheels on the side. In fact, it could come from anything, but four-wheel drive surely has got to be better. Alright, and then our platform at the top is basically going to be where these blocks are, so don't need to think about it too much. Attach that like so. How we make this thing look good, that'll come later on. We're going for functionality first. We're going to attach the driver's seat up here. Which, because this thing... Oh yeah, it's going to be off. So what we'll do is we'll put passenger seats alongside it so it can look sort of evenish. Yeah, we'll make it wider so it looks even. That should make sense. Please come to Malta says, hi X, I'm really disappointed. When I look on Steam, I found out the early access to this game is 20. Since I'm still young, I can't get this game. Yeah, that's unfortunate, buddy. It'll be like that, you know, some games are expensive and this is one of them. But, you know, there's still videos to watch other people play them, which is pretty cool. Didn't have that back in my day. Feel old now. Right, anyway, let's do four-wheel drive. No, that's not how you do it. We need an engine. Let's get ourselves a gasoline engine. Let's put that somewhere over the back here. Probably a temporary position for it. And let's attach it up. So these are all going to be powered by the engine. And the engine is going to be controlled by this up here. Now there's no steering, is something I want to point out. Okay, so that's going to take us forward. And then these ones probably need to be changed. They look like they do. There we go. Let's go up here. Right, now we can detach the lift thing. I thought that was going to be a bit more important, to be fair, and we can get rid of that. Right, we've got a balancing issue, so weight is going to be a very big deal for this thing. Am I balancing it yet? Didn't think weight was going to be such a big deal. That's why they made their rail too wide. Can we correct this a little bit? We've got our vehicle like on the slowest setting. Let's give it a little bit more gasoline. A little bit more juice. Yikes. Alright, first problem of the monorail is that it falls off. Not good. And I think I remember now why I wanted to keep it on the lift. It might be hard to reattach it. Now we've got to put it there, remove it, pick it up again. Right. So if I go with it like that, we are now looking at where it can go. Right, because it's top heavy, it's going to have trouble. The last time I built one of these, I had all the weight underneath, not on top, and I kind of assumed the principle would be relatively fair. I wonder if we can try and balance the weight a little bit. This is probably going to do nothing. Nope. Oh, is it tilting very slowly? It is. It is. It's being very slowly. Oh no, it goes the other way. Very slowly corrected. You might be able to balance it. So no, basically, unless we make it too wide, we're going to have some serious balancing issues. That being said, I mean, what if we made it too wide, but it's still one track? Alright, peeps, chat, it's time for you to shine. Who can offer me up a solution for that? Either we make this thing too wide, or we make it two separate rails. The seat is off centre, says please come to multi. Yes, but it's demonstrating the problem that we'll run into, is that the balancing is going to be a big issue. Weight on the underside, says Onagic. Maybe. That will hold it in place a little bit more, but we're still facing the same issue. Hypno says, could you not make it too tall? I could potentially put the wheels further apart and the weight is closer to the middle. Steel Tech says, make it underneath. I don't want to do a hanging one, I wanted to do a monorail. I think we'll try 2 wide first of all. So let's fix up the design over here a little bit. Some of you are saying put the engine on the other side. Yes, this thing is unbalanced. I can see that there's more weight on one side than the other, but it shows that this thing is going to be unstable, right? We want it to be a little bit more friendly to weight imbalance, is what I'm saying. If you disagree with that, I mean, you're welcome to, but I just think that's perhaps the way to go. Right, so again, we're doing this. There we go, we got it on track, and now we're going to take off the wheels on this side. Oops, that's not good. Just put those back in quickly. Right, so we're going to have 2 sets of wheels now. Now these ones on this side didn't have the pivot points. I know that. I do remember that. Oh, that was never attached. Interesting. Right, one at the end and a wheel. I hope these wheels don't sort of clog each other up or something because they're so close. But we'll probably find out soon enough. Right, that looks similar to the other side. Is it me or was that the wrong way around? It was. Okay, someone is now saying that there won't be a centre block. Oh yeah, that's right, it's on the side. Yeah, that's fine then. It just means we don't need to have a centre block. It sorts itself out, I guess. Right, last time it was the ones on these sides that had to change. So let's right click them. Oh, I've done that wrong, haven't I? Yeah, okay, let's take that off. And we've got to right click them again. Okay, so now we've still got the weight off to one side and it's definitely more balanced. Now I'm wondering if the lift has it partially inside the thing, if that makes sense. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right, I'm starting to see a good reason to put something underneath it. If we do that though, how do we hold up the tracks, you see? The only way we can get this to work, I swear, is if we have the weight on top. If we have it underneath, then it has to like encapsulate the whole thing, which means we can't put supports on it unless you leave a gap, which then means it can come off the track, right? Pretty sure. All right, look, I'm gonna make you're all going mad in chat, right? I'm gonna make a demonstration for you. Okay, so here's the deal. If we hang what we have underneath, we need to have wheels on the side. Oh, this thing could have been a little bit easier. What is going on there? Oh yeah, when you're at the head height of it, it goes really funky. Alright, so we have to have a wheel here, there, and then it has to connect on the bottom. So where are the supports to hold this thing up? I mean, maybe you could make a funky design where it sort of comes out and goes off to the side, but then this bit here couldn't connect back to the base, so it makes it a little bit unstable. That's how I see it. So I think 2 wide's the way to go, but you saw the issue with that, didn't you? If we have a gap, what we can do is make it so that we have our tracks like, let's put this in place. Right, I'm going to put it there so that you can see there's a gap. Right, we can have a wheel there and a wheel there. We can have 6 wheels. Right? And then we can have something that connects the track in the middle and holds it up at the bottom. And that is going to be super stable, and that's why I reckon we need to make it too wide with a gap. Alright? Hopefully I've explained this. Feel free to tell me I'm wrong in chat and we'll discuss it. Try to recreate a chairlift. That's a fantastic idea, Eagle. One thing at a time. We're definitely doing this one today. So, if we come back over here to this bit and just think our support beam is going to be here. Let's get rid of that concrete. Like that. Then we can sort of parallel the thing up on this side. Right, and we should still be able to make use of what we already designed. So that's how, that's how support beam fits in. The wheel going underneath should be all right there. We'll see how that works. And let's get rid of all of this now, all of this nonsense. Boo! Boo! I've got to rebuild it all. We need an undo button. Redstone Man says correct. I hope you're agreeing with me, buddy. Corey just got here and he wants to know what are we making. We're making a not monorail. I don't know what to call this thing if not a monorail. It'll probably just be a train system. But this thing is going to look cool. Monorail's sort of like your buzzword. Like if you put down monorail, people are going to understand what it is. If you put down, you know, transport system, it doesn't sound as good. Yannick is asking for me to turn the FOV up. I don't think there's an option for that. Plus, I like it how it is. It's fine for me, personally. Okay, so we're going to put this thing here. Lower it down to the correct height and attach our new rails. One over there. One over there. Excellent. Okay, so we don't need that or that, and all of that up there gets extended, and we just follow the same principle. So putting this together is actually going to be relatively easy. Bam, like that. And no. As soon as I removed that one, I was like, that one needs to stay. So we just need to copy the other side. In fact, that's it. I think that's our system right there. So we need our wheels on that side and our wheels on the bottom. Oh, we're putting wheels underneath as well. And didn't I say there's a reason why we're not putting wheels underneath earlier? Because it will cause more issues here. It means, like, picture it with wheels up and above. It's not going to be able to go up. Damn it, I forgot. I forgot why. I'm going to go look at the video again and see how they did it, because when you look at someone else who's done it, it all makes sense, and then you try and do it and you're like, what? Shouldn't take me long. It's on my watch list, so I can just load it up quickly. Let's have a look. We are looking for Scrap Mechanic Creative Mode trailer. If you want to see what I'm on about, you can look it up on YouTube, and I'll tell you where in the video we're at. I'm going to skip through it quickly so we don't have to stare for too long. Where is there monorail on this? Is that it? Did I just see it? No, that's like crazy looking. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. I saw how they did it. Okay, let's pause the video. Right, they have wheels on the top and the bottom, and they have a lot of space between, and on the side. Right, so wheels top and bottom, a lot of space. I see how they've done it. Okay, right, yeah. Some more space. That's fair enough. And man, did their thing look crazy. It looked like they had dropped a lot of weight down the side to hold it in place. So we just need another set down here, which is kind of awkward because this is very low. And when it's that low, we're probably not going to be able to do it. Summy, very creative name, says, how will you do curves? That is, my friend, the bit that I'm looking for. Like, I know how to do it, and it's going to be super fun. It might be extremely challenging to make work as well, but that's what I'm looking for. That bit's going to be a lot of fun. Right, I think we've got to rebuild these tracks. So, let's take that off. Let's give it a little wide. A little wide! Let's give the wheels a little wide. Wait. Change direction, you. Bam. Ugh. 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 There we go. Okay, let's go up there. Oh, man! Monorail power! It's a bit... Oh, it's a bit... Don't like that, does it? I think, actually, we're trying to power it from the sides. I don't think that's the smartest way to do it. Just power it from everywhere, really. Oh, right. You can only connect it to a certain amount. Didn't know that. Let's put a second engine on then. Bam. These ones will control the top then. They could spin at different speeds as well. So you're going to get controlled by that. And these are clearly going in the wrong direction. And those ones are clearly in the right direction. Let's also turn up that second engine. Okay, so now when we sit here, let's move it back. Oh, smooth, smooth. Right, now we move it forwards. Goes up. Or does it? The back hits, the engines hit. Right, the engines are in the way. Can we make it, though? Full steam ahead. Go on. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Go on, a little bit further. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, that is not going to work, is it? Damn it, the engines. Why? Just a little bit further. Just a little bit. Okay, no. Alright, park. Okay, let's remove these and do all of that again. This is such a trial and error, this game. It'd be nice if you could, like, move it and keep its bearings. That would be fantastic. In fact, there's a suggestion for the scrap mechanic people, if anyone wants to pass it on. Move an engine, keep your bearings. That would be fantastic. Alright. We'll just try it with these now. Let's give it some serious gap. Whoa! 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 Easy! 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 Okay, let's try and get up with just those wheels so we can park it up here. Oh my god. Alright, wheels need to be further apart probably. This is going to be nuts. Like, when they show it in the video, they show you a quick clip of things working, right? And then you've got to go through the hassle all over again. Maybe... Oh, my days. Maybe we need to go back a little bit. Alright, so what I'm going to do then... Oh, I closed the window. How smart. I want to get a screenshot of their vehicle and see if this is true. Like, suss out more of what they figured out. Okay. Scrap mechanic. There it is. If anyone wants to go to the scrap mechanic video, I forgot to mention it. Didn't I? It's about 1 minute in. 1 minute 20. Oh, there it goes. 110. Skip to 110 and you'll see it come down. So the wheels are really wide apart. It's a big old contraption. Yeah. Okay. Right, that's open if ever I need to refer to it again. I think we're probably going to just scrap everything we've done so far. So I'll leave it there for now, and we'll start fresh with all that we've learned. So the first thing that we've learned is that we want this to be a lot higher. I think our tracks are going to be up at that height. Did I just get a noise? No, that was a different noise. I thought I just got a noise. Right. So that's a regular track piece right there. Is it me or does this one look more yellow and the other one looks a bit more orangey? And we're going to construct our vehicle on that. Okay, let's place this down here. I'm gonna want to need the lift to build this thing because I've got to hop up all the time. So I guess we're probably going to need a staircase as well. So many things to build just to get your building going. Cool. All right, that looks good. Turin says, "Scrap that mechanic." Couldn't agree more. Scrap that mechanic right there. We've had enough of that mechanic. Scrap it. Okay, enough with a joke. Right, now we can get a good view of what's going on. Let's bring this up. Let's try and get this thing going already. I want to come out to the side, go up. And let me have a look at that video again. Cube Hamster, hi! Welcome to the stream, buddy. Right, so they've definitely done this with a gap of 1. And the wheels... The ones on the bottom look like they have a gap of 1 as well. We did that a moment ago. That actually looked pretty good. But the wheels are spaced out a lot more. So we need to start off with the top wheel, which will be right there. Bam. And now the next wheel... Actually, yeah, let's move this back a little bit because this thing's going to be longer. So first wheel there. No. Let's try again. First wheel's there. Let's do a little bit of counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then the 9th. Oh, we fell down. There we go. We made it across. Bam. Alright, so how does that look? That looks wide, but reasonable as well. So we'll go with that for our width. I guess now we want to put the wheels on the opposite side as well. And that involves me falling down, I think. Yes, yes it does. To that spot right there. I should have done a little bit on this as well. Bam, ouch. Alright, Cube is rendering a tutorial while making dinner. Awesome. What are you having for dinner, Cube? I had myself some pasta, some falafel and garlic bread, and some fruit salad for dessert. Alright, let's dump these things in. In case you wanted to know, in case you wanted to know what I had to eat, I keep trying to sprint, which doesn't help. You don't sprint in this. Well, you do sprint, but not like that. Oh, I've put 1 less on that side, which means I've got to go all the way down again. We need flight. We need flight in this game, really bad. And by the way, I mean, we're playing creative mode, right? And there's survival. Survival could be a heck of a lot more tedious, which isn't very attractive. Right, run and fail. Run and fail, the new game. By X. There we go. Let's add a little ledge. Okay, so that's good so far. Now let's connect it up with... Let's put them actually on the same spot there. And for some reason that didn't place. Okay, so that's a good part of our frame done. Now the way they did it in the videos is they put the ones on the side like closer to the middle. So I think we'll do the same. I don't know why they did that. Maybe we'll find out later and it will give us a headache. So we'll just do what they did. This, is it me or is that actually... It's actually perfect. If we were to go... Well, if we put our wheel there, it needs to be down by 1 block. I see, okay. So what we're going to do is put that 1 block there, put the other one there. I think that'll work. They're going to be really close to each other there. Oh, it's no longer attached to this, is it? Oh well, we can use the lift now. Gonna go check their video again quickly, just to check. Let's skip it back a little bit so I can see that again. Also, this song is a tune. Oh no, they didn't have it that close together. Okay, right, so we won't do the same either. Alright. Here's what we'll do. We'll put it right there, yeah. Okay, that makes sense to me. Happy with that. Okay, so it drops down, goes out by 1. All the way across to the other side. And then just stand in line with it, put 1 there. Another one here. Oh, gonna sneeze. Oh, there we go. Emergency mute. Question in chat there from Tommy says you can only have 1 lift. Unfortunately, yeah, you can only have 1 per player. Oh, we didn't put the wheels on this side. Silly. Right, and now that we've got that, can we also drag that down? We can. That's cool. Yikes. Something like that. Has that left our all-important gap as well? No, we're going to go one block lower, the ones at the bottom. Okay, and we can copy that on the opposite side. Jackster says, play this with Tango if you can. I'd love to play it with Tango, but time zones would make it difficult. When it comes to playing with other people, a lot of us hermit crafters want to do something together, but I think we're going to wait for survival. But I don't know. There's a reason I do and don't want to do survival. The reason I do is because, you know, what do they say? Necessity is the mother of invention. So in survival, you're going to face challenges which allow you to make contraptions to overcome them. In creative mode, you're not really going to get that. So that's the reason to play survival. A reason not to is that I reckon it's going to be tedious again. Another grindy game, which I do like, you know, playing games like this, but when they're so grindy, I've had my feel of that, and it can be a bit of a pain sometimes. Alright, so I think what we're looking at there is potentially like the design that will be good for this. So we need to run it along a test. Let's extend our tracks. Just realised that this is nowhere near where the station was going to be. The station's going to be behind there somewhere. And it's going to be quite high off the ground, actually. Right, let's remove some of that. So we can go back and forth, do a little bit of a test. On this end, though, we want to go up. So let's drop down our lift. Now, when it comes to making a track, I want to go all the way over to the mountain. But the thing is, like each time you want to go up, you've got to mess around with it a little bit like this on a lift. Oh, look, it auto... Oh, nice! It auto-selects correctly. That's amazing. That's awesome. Okay, that might be a bit much as well. You might have to adjust the slope for the task at hand, you know, like do it in little increments as opposed to just a big uphill like that. So what I guess the better way of saying it is that it might not be a uphill travelling car, but it can do little hills. So if you stagger them out, it will go uphill over time. Right, that's test number 1 then. Let's get the lift out of the way. We need to attach our engines. This is going to be fun. Right, how many engines do we have in total though? Because we've got a lot of stuff going on here. We could attach some engines like via like hotkeys, as opposed to back and forward. Anyway, I think we're going to put them here. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then the platform of the seating area. There we go, like that. That'll be right here. So we're going to put a driver's seat and an accompanying seat alongside. Like that. Yeah, that looks about right. So this thing's going to be quite big. We'll probably make it with room for passengers as well. Okay, now we've got to control all of the engines. That's good. And then the engines control the wheels. So each one can control 3. How about that? And they all need to go that way. That was the right way. And that's the right way. I seem to having trouble there just walking from place to place. Okay, that's the... That looks like the incorrect way. Wait, what way's forward here? How have I done this? So that's incorrect. Yep. That's correct. That's incorrect, that way. Yeah, I think that's right. Nikki says use suspension for the wheels on the bottom. Brilliant idea, actually. Yeah, that's really clever. We'll probably do that. For now, we're doing our test. We can come back and quickly add some suspension. Should be relatively easy. Although I'd have to reconfigure everything. So that's the wrong way. That's the correct way. Okay, correct, incorrect, and correct. Now we just got to set the speeds. Let's set them all to that one. I thought this was going to be a lot more elegant, by the way. I really did. Okay, that's good. Stop up top. Woohoo! Listen to that engine. Damn! Hit the lifts. Right, moment of truth, peeps. Oh my god. I think it's too steep for it. Literally what I was saying might happen has happened. It's the slope. But you can see there's some wiggle room there. You can really see it. So we'll do this, but there'll be a limit. Oh! Oh, it looked like we were about to surpass that limit. Surpass? Okay, so we need suspension on the bottom, and we need this to be lower. But that looks extremely promising, what we've built right there. So off go these. Down you fall. How many do we want to remove? I reckon we'll remove 3 and give that a shot. And now we've got all of these things down here to remove as well. Some of you are saying the bottom wheels are the wrong way. We'll double check everything. Thanks for letting me know. I probably would have missed it, but like I said, we'll go over it again in a moment. Okay, so we had 4 of those. That's enough room for that thing to park, but I think this time we'll put the extra one on as well. Okay, there we go. Alright, so let's... Oh, can we do this without losing everything? I don't think we can, so we'll try it on one wheel in case there's a sneaky way around. Now we can have off-road gives us 2 wiggle room, and that one gives us 1. And since it already works, I think we're going to go with 1. I don't know what's the best, if that will cause us to run into issues, but we'll try it with that. So we'll attach... There's no actual reason why we couldn't put that there, but we won't do it. Something like that. Can we actually... Oh, go on, let us get away with it. Actually, I think what we might do is move the wheel up in general. Let's see if that works. No. Okay, I reckon we need to move the wheel up as well. Let's go look at that video again and see what the dealio is. I don't see where the Oh, yeah, now I see where it is. Okay, the suspension pushes up as well. That's fascinating. And it looks like it is... What type? It's got an orange base. So no, they've used sports suspension. Trying to suss this out how they've done it, because it looks like we can make a big mistake if we put it in the wrong spot. It looks like when it's fully extended it touches the wheels, so I'm going to go with that. Considering we just did a test where we had a gap of 1, that would actually... Yeah, that's the science already done, in a way. We'll copy their principle as well to have it facing upwards, because I reckon we're probably going to find out why they did that in a moment, if that makes sense. Okay, so I think we have to come 1 block lower. Like that, bam. Then we have to place this block on top of that. Very important that we do that correctly. Right, and that's 1 block higher, right? We've got no wheel. Bam. Yeah, that's how we're going to do it. I don't like that suspension, though. If it were facing the other way around... Oh, I get it. So if it were facing downwards... Yeah, like, Like, picture it needing the wiggle room. The wiggle room goes downwards. So if it is facing downwards, the wiggle room is upwards. So yes, it totally makes sense why they've done that. Luke Pollution says, is anyone else getting bad lag? Let me check. My stream seems to be going at 3.5 megabytes a second, so the lag is possibly Twitch or possibly on your end. Okay, so all we got to do is bring this down by 2 blocks. Put one there. Yeah, this should be a relatively quick crossover. Bam, there you go. Nice. And we can hook those up immediately. We'll do our double check after. Yeah. Luke, unfortunately, it would appear to just be you. A few other people have been mentioning it, but it happens every stream. Happens every single stream. Okay, bam on there. Bam on there. Keep hitting my head. We'll stand over here then. That seems to be what works. Bam. Bam. Okay, cool. Well, that was nice and easy. And now we can hook it up to what they've done up here. That's the right engine, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, wheel check. The arrows need to go forward. That's going forward. That is clearly not. Right, both sets of arrows go forward. On the bottom, that's true on the back. Now let's look at the sides here. Going in the correct direction, I think. Yep. Yep, these ones need to be in the opposite. So, yep. All good. And now the ones on the top, we'll look at through the gaps here. So that's going forward. Forward. On this side, it's going forward. And it's going forward. Everything is correct as far as I can tell. Some of you are saying they need to go backwards. Why would the wheels need to go backwards? That's going forward, so we're going to go that way. Now these ones are also going forward. So, wait. They do need to go backwards, don't they? Oh my god, right. Yeah, sorry. Got ya. Thank you. That totally didn't make sense in my head. Come on! Up the ramp, up the ramp, up the ramp. Yes! 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 Come on! Woohoo! Oh my god, we did it! Check it out. Oh, amazing. Amazing. Right. Sweet. Sweet. Absolute sweetness. Bam. I'm afraid to go full speed, really. I'll have to put my foot down. Right, reverse. Oh, we almost came off the edge. Bam. Oh, getting jerked around. Forward. Up we go. Right, amazing. Absolutely amazing. Nice. Nice. So I guess what we want to do next is sort out where these seats are going to be. Now, if I take this off, we only have to reconnect 4 connections. So that's fine, really. No! No! What have I done? I'm an idiot. Ah! Oh, wait a minute. If we don't sort this out now, it might. Oh my god! Quick, slow the engines down. It might run away. Oh my god. Oh my god. Got to rebuild it back onto the tracks now, haven't we? And look where the tracks are. They're all the way back here. Okay, so if we look at its position, that appears to be where you want it to be. Yep, that is the correct spot. Except like that. Right, apparently I got one of these wheels wrong. Don't see where. We'll leave it alone. I think someone's trolling me. It was just one person. Right. Let me out. I'm amazed at how deceptively difficult this game can be sometimes. It looked like, how long have we been streaming? 50 minutes, not surprised. I thought this would be the first 10 minutes. I really did. I guess I'm a slow learner. Someone pointed out that, they had an opinion about my Infinifactory series that they reckon that I like learn 15% of things per video and then I forget about like the rest of it and learn it again, which is probably true. It probably looks like that. Yeah, so I'm a slow learner. I'm probably making the same mistakes over and over, aren't I? Cool. Right. Let's put in the new seat like before. And I think we're going to put it there. That gives us room for some passenger seats. Let's chuck that down here as well. Now what we'll do is connect it up. So U engine can go to that instead. Right, so I've got to disconnect that, then connect it. Disconnect that, connect it to this. To this one. Good stuff. Right, so that's where our new seat will be. Okay, one alongside it. Oh no, look, I've done it off center. Ah, blah, 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 blah. That's how I feel. I feel like blah. Let's put that there. Let's do a smarty pants. No, this is not a smarty pants. This will backfire. Okay, right, we'll disconnect this. Oh, maybe it'll work. Hey, it works. Except, now I can't put that. Oh, I can put it in the correct spot. Good, good, good. Alright, now let's make sure it's aligned. Yep. Back seats, can we have those in? Sweet. There's our 4 passenger seats. This thing's making a lot of noise. Let's calm it down already. Go to that one. And that one. And up here. By the way, you see how there's a thingy here? I've got a feeling that you can connect that up to like a button and then sit in the seat and press the buttons perhaps. Not quite sure what that's for 100%, but there you go. Right, so there's our 4 passenger seats. There's so much cool stuff I wanted to add to this, so I'll explain some of it now. When we arrive at a station, we should have a bearing that holds up the entrance, or like a barrier at the side, and it flips it out to the like step up to get onto the vehicle. So what I want to do is though, when you're in a station, I want it to like detect or have something that it tries to detect deliberately using sensors. Oh, we can't jump up there. We're not good enough, that's why. How about that? How about now? Yes, that's good enough. Right. I want to put wood across the front so we can get rid of this. Please. There we go. Oh, it's being funky. That's annoying. Let's step over here then. Try it from this bit. That'll do. 2 at the back maybe. It's a bit more at the back, but we can trim it off. Okay, then across the side. Right, so that itself we can probably build up on and around as we need things. So that's sort of our first bit of monorailism going on right there. I kind of want to build the station first. Yeah, so if we wanted to put the station where I was going to originally put it, we're basically looking at like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 8 blocks off the ground. So somewhere back here, it'll have to raise up 8 blocks, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's about the height of that. So I don't think the station's going to be here anymore. I think the best place to put the station would be somewhere over in this direction, basically, where the warehouse expands. What about changing direction, X, says Snorlax. Glad you asked, my friend. I'm glad you asked. Asked. It sounds like I'm saying asked. I'm glad you asked. No, I'm glad you asked. Asked. Yes, because in that video, again, it had the solution. Like, oh my god, what? I'm selecting the wrong thing. Their solution was not to turn the vehicle, but to turn the tracks. And I saw it and I was like, yeah, that's just really clever. And I wanted to do that myself. Go away, bam. Right, let's drag this thing out with the correct material this time. Oh, another thing this game has is like heavy shades. As soon as you start to put stuff indoors, it gets dark quick. There needs to be some lighting added soon. All right, we're gonna treat this place like it has a dead end station. All right, so we're gonna get these tracks and we're gonna reposition this thing and build the station-ish, a bit of it. So if we actually just look at this as a guide, that is 4 blocks lower than this. Let me think for a second. If I move that down by 4 blocks, and that's the same distance we have here, right, that's 4. Okay, and that's definitely 4. Then the track should be at the same height as the bottom block, because it's above that distance. So that is the height that our track should be, and our little station is going to be here. Or, I do have the opportunity to put it on the opposite side, but then that vehicle will be facing the wrong direction. Damn it, okay, so 1 block higher than that. So somewhere around here will be our station, and then over here will be our first junction, which will go either to the left or the right, probably to the left, off in that direction. Katit says there's a 2-block gap between the rails in the video. Oh, to me it looked like a 1 gap. If there is, I'm going to stick with this. I reckon it'll be fine. We've seen it in action. Okay, so this is the height that we need to build at. And we just need to decide... That looks good, actually, there. So we'll put 1 rail here. And the next one over the back there. Actually, that's a poor way of doing things. Where's the back of the station? Pretty much where we are now. So... Let's come back a step. Let's build this out of metal. Why are you... Wait a minute. Oh, I see. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, right. So that should be attached to the ground. It's not, is it? It's not attached to the ground. Let me think. No, it is attached to the ground. Okay. Thought it might not be for a second. So that's the end of the tracks. That's as far back as it goes. If we look at the design of that thing, we just need a couple of blocks poking out to either side, and it should be an effective stopper. Cool. Alright. Alright. Bassface says, X, what is the upload schedule for your YouTube channel? It is... 4:30 is the sort of upload time, but it's been a bit messed up lately. It's sort of all over the place at the moment because of Scrap Mechanic, but generally it's Hermitcraft Saturdays and Tuesday, Snapshots on Wednesday, Tutorial on a Sunday, which I'm not going to do this week because I've been playing loads of Scrap Mechanic, so at the moment it's just Scrap Mechanic all over the place. This game is cool, and I want to play it a lot. Right. We are going to figure out the height now from there, which is that block. So we're going to go up one... No, sorry. We're going to go up or down? We're going to go up. Definitely going to go up. Yes. 1, 2, 3. And that'll be it. 1, 2, 3 above there, I think, is how we're going to play it. Right. And then, yeah, 3 up. And how many out are we going? So we're at the track. 1, 2, 3, and then that's going to fold down 4. So it's on the 5th. So 3 up on the 5th. Crazy. So much stuff to think about. And I need to hop up here. I really do. So let's start at the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3. So that, in theory, is the edge of the platform. Just in theory, though. Let's see if we can get that thing moved and parked over here now. That'll be the best way to do it. Okay, how are we going to line this up properly? I think I'm going to have to do it looking this way. Oh, that's such a pain where it's... Look at that! How inconvenient that is. Or inconvenient. Let's try that right there. Are you in line? Yes, it would appear to just about be so. Let's make that just go up. Just a tiny bit I was trying to. Ugh! Getting stuck on blocks. Pizza Cart says, what is that building over there? Where is over there, Pizza Cart? Where is over there? That's what I'd like to know. Is it over there? Or is it over there? There are buildings that I've built there and other things like that just in the world. Ugh! Almost got it in the right spot. Bam. There we go. Okay, cool. Remove that. Now we can hop inside this thing. Come on. Reverse. Oh, it's having a bit of trouble with the grounds. The ground is too close, but we can correct that. I think that's what it's struggling with. I think that's it. We might have to make those little, like, cutting bits a bit wider. Come on. There we go. A little bit smoother. Probably needs a bit more, doesn't it? Oh, if we look at it, it's the whole thing, basically. Because it scrapes a lot across all this middle bit as well. Alright. Alright. Very nearly made a big mistake there. Okay, there we go. Reverse is easy, pulls forward easy. Good stuff, right. And then that's as far back as we can go. So that's the station right there. Now, remember what I said about this? That appears to be the perfect height for it. Let's continue with this as a temporary thing. I think that came out by 2. Oh, and here's the funky height. This is the height where it all goes weird, look. Where do I go? What am I doing? Just go out like that. There we go. Done. Cool. Someone very creative name says X to read this. Use bearings for slopes. Not quite sure. Oh yeah, you don't have to have. Yeah, I got you. You don't have to have it. Oh, very nice idea. Thank you for sharing that with us. I know exactly what you're on about. Yeah, we'll do that immediately. No, actually, we're doing our turning thing. Well, there you go. Something we'll do in a while. I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, good idea. Okay, and then we want one there and there. Oh, it's kind of annoying where you wait, you line it up, and then just as you click it. I think the clicking action makes you move the mouse ever so slightly. Right, so now what we want is to have like a bearing. Let's put the bearing in the middle. Right, put a bearing here. And this is going to be our little barrier. So it's going to look like that there. And what can we actually build out this barrier out of? I'm tempted to use this sort of stuff. Staircase step. It's actually a step for a staircase, so that'll work pretty well. And then we'll use some of those blocks also. Right, so it is that block right there. Yeah. Let's make that face upwards. Not sure how this is going to work or not, actually. Now, I want it to be like a little bit higher because it's a railing. Yeah, this might not work quite how I pictured it initially. So this is the railing for our car right here. Nice and simple. Looks pretty good, right? Then we just need some of those at the end. Actually, that's like perfect for the shape of this thing. Bam, I like it. Yeah, so now what we're going to do is add a controller somewhere. Controller and a button. These are probably going to be temporary though, because I don't know where they're going to go. We'll just slap them at the front. So it's going to control all three of those bearings. Okay, so they're in their default positions. For some reason, that's the wrong way. There you go. Right, so this is going to go green by about 150 or something. Okay, wait. Yeah, it's like 120. And the other two will, let's see, they are currently facing, they're facing flat. Now they're going to get flipped all the way around, so I think they need to go back probably like 270, I think. Which means we want to flip that as well. So green 270 for the next two. That's probably actually a bit much. Let's go 240. Okay, and now we're just going to hit the switch. Whoa, very nearly perfect on our first attempt. How cool is that, right? How cool is that? I'm gonna make the top one rotate a little bit further. Maybe to about 150. Look at that. Perfect steps. Love it. And then it folds up to the side. That's extremely cool. Right, so imagine if we had a little sensor, like we built a system where there's a sensor pointing downwards at the back, right? And whenever there's something in the position down below to say you have successfully attached yourself at the station, then this automatically goes down, right? And that's completely possible. We could also do that at junctions as well. I was thinking, what if you went into a junction and it stopped you, and then you could make it like with a sensor or something, you could push out a block and make it turn the way you want it to turn for you, or something along those lines. But yeah, one thing at a time, isn't it? Silent Crimes likes my little thing that we've made here. He says that is sweet. Thank you, Silent Crimes. I also think it's sweet. I know you thought I was going to say it was rubbish, but no. That's not what I think. Ah! Fell down. Let's hop up here. Bam. Okay. Still managed to stay on. Bearing on either side. Either side. That's a new thing. By the way, peeps, I got some news. I got some info. Alright. The Twitch chat emoticons are being drawn or made. They look amazing. They look really good. Now, I'm super duper fussy person. If ever I've worked with any of you on art, because I've worked with a few people, normally I get sent something and I send them back like a million requests. This time I was just like, nope, that is like absolutely brilliant. Like these are the emoticons we are looking for. For our Twitch chat, we got 10 or 12 in total, I think. So yeah, they'll be around soon. Right, we basically flipped the top two, and now we just got to copy the. No. 150 and 240s. Excellent. Very cool. Right, let's hop in here. Let's press 1. Ah, I did something wrong on that side. Oh, no, don't offset me. I don't like being offset. How did we do something wrong there? Did I get the numbers wrong? Right, 4 and 5 are the wrong way around, basically. No. 4 and 5. So that's a 240, and that's a 150. Let's try it again then. Try it again. We have arrived at the station. Oh, that one. Ooh, what happened there? Oh, we're hitting blocks as well. We're hitting blocks. No alarm. Right, we'll suss that stuff out later. We'll do the details of that another time because it's not super urgent or important. That's for sure. No! There we go. Bam, bam, bam. And on this side, 1 bam, 2 bam, 3 bam, 4. 5 bam, 6 bam. I want more! Right, okay, done. Ow, fell on the floor. Let's go back up top. And I really want to like ride this thing off into the distance, which would be a bad idea at the moment. Yeah, this is going to be amazing. This is actually amazing. I dare not ride it any further forwards. Right, so I'll build the station another time. What we need to do now is extend the track and build our first like, I guess, direction changer. I have no idea how this is going to work. This is going to be amazing, though. No, actually, I know how it's going to work. What am I on about? I'm being a silly goose, right? I don't know. Let's just build stuff. If you can tell, I am a bit excited by this next bit. So much so that I'm not thinking straight. Okay, so somewhere here, this all like needs to disconnect, and there might be an issue with that if we can't get it to align properly. Oh, I thought it was falling over for a second there, and I was like, what? Why would you fall? Okay, so this is going to be where we go in that direction. Okay. Right, I'm going to drag something down. Here's where things get interesting, peeps. We're going to drag something down like that, and then we're going to put a block on the ground, and they're not attached, but they sort of appear to be attached. How can I test that? Let's do a little experiment here. If I'm to... I don't know. I'm gonna place it on the ground there. I think it's part of the same grid. I think the world is in the same grid, so that's attached to the ground, basically. Let's, like, remove it. Yeah. Okay, that's good. So, if everything's on the same grid, that means this is fine. Alright, so we're going to go not like that. We're going to go like this. But you've got to pay attention to where it drops down a block. Like, somewhere here, it might just go bump and drop down a block, but it doesn't appear to do so. So, we'll drag that out. That can be our support for this middle bit. So what's the length of this thing is what we want to figure out. The length of it is... I'm stuck inside. Help me out. Okay, we're looking at 1, 2, 3, let's say 4. Let's play it on the safe side. Okay, so we're going to attach a lift. Out here, this is all separate from what we've already built. Yikes, that looks ugly. Destroy, please. X, make your mono transform able as you can drive it as a car. If you click a button, it folds down the wheels. That's actually a really good idea, Genesis. That really is. If we could figure out a clever way to do that, I might rebuild those bottom wheels and do that so it can transform into a car. That could be really simple. That could be a case of rotating. Oh my god, that might be extremely simple. If we add rotations here at the bottom, then we can flip out the bottom wheels and it would just be a very tall car. I think it would be a bit too tall of a car, very narrow, would probably fall over, but it might be good for something. I got very excited there for a second. Let's not worry about that idea. I don't think that will actually work terribly well, but you know, it's something to think about, isn't it? Right, so we're now in the middle. No, we don't want that there. Okay, that's good. We're going to attach... let's put those there, just so that signifies that's the middle. Yeah, let's fall that back down, because that's fun. And now we can attach that there, right. Yep, you come down to the ground. All of this isn't needed. Neither is any of that. Or neither is that. Cool. Right. So 2 on that side. Oh no! No, I've gone 1 step too far. I've gone 1 step too far. We're going to have to take it back a step. No, maybe not that far. Right, okay. Let's flip up here. Now I'm going to think ahead. No. Yes. I'm going to think ahead here. I'm going to think ahead, and I'm going to say, what if? Alright, what if we need to control this multiple times? We're moving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks, and we're going to add 1, 2, that's the 2, 3, 4 bearings, and a 5th block. We're now at the same height again. That's good. Bam, we're going to attach our little things. Right, we're all good. 2 on the front, 2 on the back. That's going to be able to hold the length of our car. Who's seeing where this is going? Who's watching and going, what is X doing? Stop being a nutter. Or who's going, yes, I understand. Because I understand right now. Oh no, I think I've just thought of another potential issue. But I'll leave it this time. If we rotate here, possibly some clipping with some of the wheels, but I don't think so. But, you know, possible issue. Right, let's get back on here. I feel like a nutty professor. No, come back down, except I'm not fat. Not like the nutty professor. Right, Lossie is saying, I got it. Yo-Yo Army doesn't understand. I'll have to explain for you, Yo-Yo. Right, we're going to put like a breaker there to signify? Yeah, let's make a word. Signify that that is the end of the line. That might cause some issues when this rotates. So, for those of you that don't understand, we're building a turntable, basically. We are saying, right, we want to put down some records and do some scratching. That's what I mean by turntable. No. We're gonna tell the game that we want to go to a different destination. And it's going to be amazing. Okay, so here's the other thing. Yeah, how do we control that? We need a button, right, to turn? Now this is where a sensor, something to automate, might actually be more convenient. But let's say we need a button. We have to basically build something big and ugly to go around the side. So if we sort of look, that's level, so we can probably pull something out here. And how far across can we go? Like over here? But then we also need to go the length of these tracks. So that means we have to pull out even further. Right, let's walk onto this thing because I want to interact with that for a second and say default 90.